Hey everybody. So there was no video yesterday, and I don't really have much of an excuse as to why. But I don't know. I had a bad day yesterday. I was really depressed, and I ended up in a bad situation just because of living at the halfway house. I ended up in a bad situation, and I ended up using last night, and immediately I felt sick. Immediately I was ashamed of myself. Immediately I was mad at myself. Immediately I was just, it wasn't good, really. That's what ended up, what I'm saying. I immediately felt sick. She just started feeling better about a couple hours ago, and it's now like 3 in the afternoon. And I don't know, like it was a bad situation. Then I texted a couple of people. One of them was asleep, but the other one is it's like I've talked about a few times that I really like, that I've been kind of, that I'm kind of dating. He came and got me from the halfway house, and we went to Denny's and we ate, and he was there with me while I dealt with being extraordinarily depressed because I had used, and I appreciate him for that. You have no idea. That support was really good, and I emailed my PO, and I've talked to my friends and my family about it. At least the close people here, the people that are right here. I talked to my grandparents about it. I talked to Nathan about it, and I talked to Kendall about it. And they were all really supportive. They were all like, "Hey, at least you're talking about it. At least you can now move past it. It's not something that's gonna, at least you're not hiding it." Basically, is what it boiled down to. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm really upset at myself still. I need to let it go because it's something that happens, but at the same time I'm mad at myself for letting it happen. So that is what it is. But I also did get permission today from my PO to go on the weekends to Shelly with some of my friends to play D&D and stuff like that. So that'll be really fun. That'll be cool to go do that on Saturdays. So yeah, today was pretty good. I guess, I don't know. I was at Denny's until like 4:15 or so with Kendall, and then he brought me up to my grandma's house, and I crashed up here. I did not sleep well to save my life. I really did not. And then I woke up, and it was kind of stressful. Then I went with my grandma, and we went to go watch my cousin's basketball game, which was really cool. It was fun. And everybody's just kind of being, super chill about the situation. So, I know if it happens again, which I pray it doesn't, and I'm going to do my best to not let it happen again. But if it happens again, I know I can talk to them about it. It was really scary and really hard for me to talk to them about it and to tell people what had happened, because I was afraid they would just be mad at me and then I would lose everything that I've gained. But they were all really understanding, so I really appreciate them for that. But anyway, so I will, so I lapsed, but hopefully I don't relapse. This isn't going to lead to relapse. I'm not going to let it. And, the way I was reading, I read some literature. Some of the literature I read while I was doing treatment talked about the difference between a lapse and relapse, where, lapse is, something happens, you use, and then it's over and done with. A relapse is when you use, and then you use, and then you use, and you keep using after that initial lapse. So I'm not going to let this turn into a relapse, but it happened, and it's, it's not the best moment of my life, but it's at the same time something I can move past, and no, in a way, like, I think overall it's going to be helpful because in the back of my head, you know, even though I was fighting it, you know, I still remembered, hey, you know, this was a way that I dealt with shit. This was a way that I turned things off, you know. But last night it didn't, you know. It was, yeah, I was numb, but at the same time I felt even more depressed because of that. And I felt worse because of that. And then I couldn't really walk very well, and I was throwing up, and I just didn't feel good. And this morning I woke up with a headache and a stomach ache, and I was throwing up, and I was stressed, and it just made life worse, you know. So maybe in the long schema of things, this lapse will be good for me. But I'm still upset it happened because I feel like I could have prevented it, but I'm not gonna. I'm also not gonna super beat myself up about it, you know, because I don't want to. I don't want to put myself in a state of depression that's gonna cause me to want to use, you know, give up. I don't want that, so I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. But I am upset about it. But I'm also trying to take what positive I can from it. So anyway, guys, sorry there was no video yesterday. Life was life just didn't permit it yesterday, basically. So I hope that this one's good enough for yesterday and today. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.